Does everybody sound good?
I don't know,
Mic check. Mic check. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Do you have
10.
a boner when I talk?
Nope.
If
Well,
my
then
mic
it's not
grows
that good.
6 inches, then I do.
It's gotta be mid then.
6-inch girl, so you're a grower, not a shower.
Facts.
At least you're something.
Oh, I guess that's kind of crazy. A 6-inch girl. Maybe like 4.
Still kind of wild.
Gotta be humble. Some people don't know how big inches are.
That's true.
Ooh, yep.
You trying
This
to get
is
it
right
up?
where I need to be. I'm comfortable now.
I'm comfy.
Feel me, dog?
Yeah, right here in the
I'm
crotch.
cozy. I'm
Oh, yeah.
cozy.
And it's kind of cold still, too.
Yeah,
It
it's
feels
like nice
real
on my
good
nuts.
chilling.
Some good stuff, boys.
So we're on the quad pod today.
We're on the quad pod today.
We're on a 4-man right now.
All right. Welcome back to the Gotta Be Good pod. I'm your host with 2 other hosts today. 222 Tony, Hoodie the host, Travie Daddy.
What's up?
And today we got Noah Alman on the pod.
A.K.A.
Ow,
Bürd.
ow, ow, ow.
Hi guys.
Hey,
Thanks.
bro, you're wearing the call hat.
Yeah,
It's one of Dylan's things.
Shout out Dylan
Yeah.
Height.
Sick.
Hey.
It's a dope hat.
this is the most expensive free hat I ever got.
I hope you hear this, Dylan.
Yeah.
But
That's funny.
I just want to start by saying thank you so much for coming over on New Year's and cooking a spaghetti dinner for all of us.
yeah.
That was awesome.
It was
On
delicious.
point.
That was great. You and your girl.
Yeah, it was
Mhm.
pretty fucking
It's
good.
good vibes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was like the chillest New Year's I've had in a while, and it was good. Like
Yeah.
it was nice to just stay in and like eat some food.
Listen
And
to
a-
good music.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And a little keynote if you don't want to be hungover in the morning, eat a shitload of pasta at about midnight.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was fucking
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was perfect.
we used all my Parmesan. I was like, you guys, it's fine, but like,
I can buy you more Parmesan if you want.
It's New Year's, man.
I
You
bought
need to
all
do
the rest of the
Parmesan
fucking
anyways.
shit.
literally,
I fed like 7 grown-ass men that night.
that happens.
Well, guys, thanks for tuning in again. As you can see, we got some Gotta Be Good jerseys right in front of you. Bam. We're getting merch
on
on
me.
the way. Don't worry, it's coming. It might be here by the time this drops. So,
Yeah, you're gonna want one of those. They're lit.
yeah.
Yes, sir. I'm rocking one right now. Let's go.
I said I'd wear it to the next Twins game. Like, screw wearing
Hell
a
yeah,
Twins
tight.
jersey. Just wear
Right.
that.
I would
Yeah.
say get a
Yeah.
size up though, because they are a little bit small.
They're a little
If you do
sure.
actually want one.
form
Yeah.
fitted.
But they are pretty quality. They're a little bit see-through. But just being transparent with you.
They're good shit. Knock it off. They're so sick. I will wear that every day of my life.
All right, boys.
What you got, Tone?
Getting in the interview.
Yeah, let's start it. Hoodie.
All right.
Hoodie knows
All right.
what he's doing.
All right.
Alright.
Just a little bit like where you come from, your upbringing, all that stuff.
Oh, it's boring, man.
Come on, man. We got a long time.
You don't want to know.
So why is music in your life? When did that start?
Okay. So I'm the 4th of 5. I was born in 95. Makes me 27 right now. My mom led worship while she was pregnant with me. So while I was still like cooking in the microwave, I had music going on, like reverberating through my fucking bones and shit, you know. And then after that, I don't know, just kind of always sang just for fun growing up. And Santa gave me a guitar when I was 8.
Oh,
And,
man.
Shout out Santa.
Yeah, and I took like 2.5 months, maybe 3 months of guitar lessons, and then after that, I taught myself pretty much from that point on. Yeah, I don't know, man. It was always, it's always to get girls. Then on top of that,
That's good.
it was just something that came naturally to me. Like, I was in 1st grade and I was one out of like 5 people in my entire fucking what's it called?
Class.
My
Mhm.
school.
School.
My
Yeah.
school. Yeah, to go and like do some weird like bongo drum shit and stuff like that. I don't know.
Oh, what? You said what grade was this?
It was a djembe. 1st grade.
Dude, I did something like that too. Is there like rainforest sounds and stuff?
Like rain sticks?
Yeah, I played the rain stick.
Play the rain stick.
Yeah, and like only a select people got selected to be able to be in this
You
thing.
slap
You guys
the
are
rain
probably
stick.
Yeah, dude, it was fire, bro. That
this-
thing sounded
yeah.
so good.
Was this at Rum River and
Rum River.
Rum River.
I went
Yeah.
there too.
Yeah. You had
Yeah.
you had the weird dude with the long ponytail.
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
We opened up the auditorium in the cafeteria or something.
It was yep. He was actually not weird. He was just had a ponytail.
He just had a pony, and that was weird back then.
Yeah, that was
Mhm.
yeah.
That shit was sick.
But yeah, so I don't know how I got sidetracked on that. That's the whole music thing. But yeah, I grew up with all these fools in the same town, basically in Andover. But yeah, I don't know. I was in Annandale on a pig and corn farm for a little bit before that, and I don't know.
Like super young.
Like for the first like 3-4 years of my
sure.
life.
Gotcha.
You were.
And then
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Well-
and then I've been there, like I grew up there pretty much my whole life, yeah.
Well, like when I first moved to Andover, it was like half dirt. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Not
So-
nearly what it is.
Like
Right,
half of my
right.
neighborhood was dirt.
So
when I moved there.
we built our house in like 2001, and it was literally the first house getting put up in the new development. So I spent the first like, I don't know, 5-10 years around construction, like
Yeah.
in like
Yeah.
residential development, and we would like, so like we dug these deep ass like 7-8 foot holes. And I remember one time like getting my brother to go down in it, my little brother, and then we thought it'd be funny as shit to just like
Leave
let's
him?
Let's just walk like 10 feet back, and then we it's so fucked up, man. Like
It's okay. You guys are cool now.
I should probably apologize to him at some point.
That's typical.
Nah, fuck that. He's
Typical
fine.
sibling stuff.
Um,
All right.
Yeah, and he cried and shit for like a minute, and we
Trauma,
ended up,
man.
yeah, we ended up coming back and letting him out and whatever. But like we built like a half pipe once out of like just plywood laying around the house right next door getting built, and there was just this massive dirt pile from like doing the excavation for like the foundation. And they let that shit sit there for like 2-3 weeks. They weren't even pissed that we were fucking with their wood and stuff, you know? They were like, this is kind of impressive, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you live in the neighborhood like behind Subway and shit?
No.
No.
So you know like the railroad tracks on Constance?
Yeah.
So I was just west of that,
Okay.
where like there's that little swampland to the right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, it was just to the left of that. Yeah. Yeah. So if you want to send me a postcard or send my parents a postcard.
Yeah, I got you.
That's the spot.
Just drop
They're
a, drop a
actually-
pin.
They're selling the house right now actually, so
How you feel about that?
I don't really think about it that much.
Isn't it weird every time you go back to Andover? I feel like every time I drive through there, I'm...
Yeah, are you asking that ironically or are you,
No,
like,
I'm being
you're
serious.
being serious?
I'm being dead serious.
Well, I talk about this quite a bit. How I haven't had to deal with not being able to step foot in my childhood house, and I know that like that's inevitable here, and it's becoming a lot more like prevalent and obvious, and like I have to deal with that reality. But I don't know, it bums me out, man. I'm not ignorant to the fact that it's gonna fuck with me a little bit. Like for the first time ever, I can't step foot in that house unless it's like I want to scare the shit out of some like 30-year-old shit like that. But yeah, dude, I don't know. I think it's gonna make more of an impact than I even anticipate. And at least I'm trying to like prepare for that, but it's not gonna be the end of the fucking world.
Yeah.
You know, it's just
That's why I asked though, because
Yeah.
every time I even just drive through Andover, it's just...
with the power lines.
It's just...
got a feeling.
It's not... It's
Yeah.
just... I can't even explain it. It's weird. It's like... Just remember longboarding all up and down this city for like 10,
Yeah.
15 years.
yeah,
It's
my
like-
calves were built.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Now they're like Slim Jims, but...
Man.
Like being
for me,
inside
at
your
least.
mother's womb,
Yeah.
it just feels
Sheesh.
like home.
I don't know. I've never taken a trip down that memory lane, so I can't compare.
You don't remember coming out? Like, what's up?
No, dude. No.
So I want
No.
to bounce on something with you, Noah, because you were talking, kind of blew it off with your music, just like how it's like kind of for girls, but obviously to keep at it and to keep doing something like that every day, there has to be a passion, I believe, somewhere. So I want to ask you, like, if there was a certain time or something that gave you the passion or something you always felt.
I was gonna say my passion's women.
Oh, well, that's a good point.
Agreed.
There it is.
Yeah,
All right,
my
summed it up.
My guilty pleasure. No, what kept me progressing through it?
Yeah.
People telling me that I shouldn't stop. If I didn't have anybody telling me to not stop, like just keep at it, you know, I probably would have been done already. I've already pawned. Dude, I was in a stupid place in Tennessee, and I ended up pawning my fucking I had a Les Paul. It was an Epiphone, but it was still a nice ass guitar, and I had pawned that shit off for like literally a quarter of what it was worth. And I still regret that to this day. And pawn like my amp and shit, and I don't know. But I contemplate with selling. If anybody wants to buy a Hofner Beetle bass, just hit me up.
Plug the sale.
Yeah, it's reverse wired, which makes it that much more special, not fucked up. And I don't know, dude. I love music too. Like I love all different types of music.
Is the guitar your only instrument you play?
It's the only one that I would dare say that I can play. But I when I track all my music, this shit's giving me burps. When I track my music, the only thing that I don't actually play would be the drums, which I program. So guitar, bass, any sort of keys, and I sing. Singing would be like the one thing that I could say like would be my primary instrument, even though like I really like playing guitar and shit, and
That's
I
mine.
like playing bass, and yeah, I bet.
That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, I got ukuleles, guitars, kalimba, piano, you know, but I can't play them at all. I can play the ukulele a little bit.
What's a kalimba?
It's like a little box, like
Sounds like
this big. It's
sounds like a
wood. It's got a
vegetable.
little hole like a guitar.
Oh,
for
and the little
acoustic,
the
and the little metal.
Dude,
Bing, 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 bing.
My buddy brought back one
Sounds
of
like a
those.
female.
He brought one back from Congo, and it's made out of an actual turtle shell, and it was sold on the
Oh,
street market.
man.
Yeah,
Look at it. You
I'll
see
show
his
it.
face
I'll
light
show
up.
it to you.
He's
sometime.
ready.
Show it to me. Let me buy it.
Totally.
I want that.
I don't know how the fuck he got
A
it past
turtle shell?
customs. Yeah, it's made out. It's illegal to actually sell. So I mean, I would have to gift it to you,
Oh,
and you'd have to gift me money.
I,
A lot
yeah,
of it.
I got
We
you
could make
merch
something
or
happen.
something, you know.
Yeah,
And
and like
a
so
little
like,
bit of cash inside the merch.
all right, yeah, yeah.
We're on the pod. We'll talk about this
it's
after.
it's little metal strips, and then like so these fuckers, they put little cutouts of a Coke bottle on the inside of the fret or the bridge, so it would get a little bit of a ring to it.
Yeah.
It'd be like natural distortion, and it would just vibrate, you know, like
Yeah.
little Coke bottle rings. Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, and a little string, like plastics, you know, like bread fucking twist tie, to be able to like hang it and hook it on shit. Yeah.
The only reason why I say it's cool is because it's already been done. You can't reverse the death of that turtle. Don't ever kill a turtle for an instrument, please.
The shell. It's
Yeah.
delicate.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but if you
Not
see
really.
a shell,
Unless
then
if-
by all means,
I think.
Or if the turtle's already dead,
yeah.
you know, might as well repurpose it.
What about
Yeah,
like a?
that's fine.
Hey.
Just don't
Can't they live super
start
long
making turtle
No, no,
instruments.
no.
What about like a
Yeah.
ram horn?
though? Ooh, that would be sick, actually.
You know how like you get like the
Yeah.
the call
The
horns?
fucking Viking.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
What's that actually called?
Yeah, there it is.
Uh,
That was pretty good.
Hey, I do not practice that, I swear. Only on Sundays.
You go to church.
Except for now, because the bikes are out.
yeah.
Yeah,
That was a brutal last Sunday,
Yeah.
but it is what it is.
What do you do? Nothing we're not
Still got
used
the
to
wild.
for the last, every year of our life? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Are we able to get into Tennessee, or did we cover that a lot on Travis pod?
Not his story.
No.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
he's
what I'm
got
saying.
his own story.
If you want
so-
to talk about it,
You guys went down there together?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, he went down there first, and if you want to touch a little bit on that story for it, you can.
Well, I don't know if our stories are gonna match up.
It doesn't matter. That's why it's a different
I
pod.
don't wanna.
You're
About to
good.
be caught in
Yeah.
some lies here, boys.
Yeah, no, I went down there with a buddy of mine when we were 18 because I had already gotten like 2 years of college done in high school, and I didn't want to go to fucking college, so I went and fucked around with some other stuff, and then eventually said like, fuck it, like let's go to Tennessee, let's go to Nashville. And I told my buddy who was going to like a state college at the time, like, hey, here's the date, like I'm gonna be going no matter what. If you wanna come with, like that'd be tight. But like here's the situation. Then he came back for Christmas break and he never went back, and he just dropped out. And then literally like a month, like 2 months later, I think 2 or 3 months later, we finally just packed our shit up in a trailer and moved out there. And
You guys didn't even have a place set up there, right? Or you had a place set up, but you couldn't move in
we
right away.
we moved down there early, like earlier than we were allowed to move into our place. We literally lived out of my fucking car for like a week, I think, or 1 or 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that and
What
like
kind of car?
it was a Dodge Durango that I got for like $1,200 from my neighbor in the same neighborhood.
Were you nervous if it was going to make it down there?
Dude, all I know is that it never made it back. Yeah.
At least it got you down there, though.
Yeah,
It got me down there.
The important part.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's good.
So we fucking I don't know, we finally moved in, and the first job that both of us got, we didn't have jobs lined up. That was the thing. We just moved down there. And I didn't have any money saved up. I was fucking 18.
Yeah.
I mean, not like 8. I don't really have anything saved up right now either, but back when I was 18,
Side note.
yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Well, you just said fuck it.
Yeah, dude. It was like, fuck it, man. What's the worst thing that happens? We end up getting sent back to our parents, like whatever, and we'd be where we would be if we didn't leave anyways.
Right.
So we ended up both getting a job working and selling motorcycles and ATVs and like just like recreational sports, like mobiles or whatever. And I ended up we both bought motorcycles at that point, and then after that, I illegally drove a bobber cruiser for the rest of the time of me being down there, basically without a permit or a license. And that was my main form of transportation. So that I don't know. Like that
He didn't
whole
say
Dodge
illegally.
Durango.
He said allegedly.
Save money on gas too, right? When you're
Yeah, not illegal. Yeah.
Context flop.
Can we just cut that in there? I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I just redo that or?
It's already said
Sure.
and done, man. You're
I
good.
don't care.
Prove it.
Well, I mean, whatever. I could be lying. You know, there's no proof.
They got a
No,
picture of you in
absolutely
the
not.
police department, fucking waiting for
Waiting
you.
for that one guy that
See that
illegally
guy?
rode a motorcycle
Yeah.
without his permit.
They know you had it.
Yeah.
You ever tried smoking a cigarette on the highway on a motorcycle
Yeah,
without
the-
a windshield?
The
Dude.
highway smokes it itself.
I see people
That
do
shit
that all the
don't work,
time.
man.
People do that all the time, and the cigarette's just like
Those are
just slowly fading away.
Those are the old fucks though too that have been doing it for
Just
so long. Like they had to,
Sniffing it up their nose.
they're doing some black magic shit if
It
they
looks
can
cool,
actually
though.
do that. Yeah. So we did that, and I don't know. It was so much freedom at such an early age, and I took for granted the opportunities that I had in front of me, I think. And I don't know, I played at a few places downtown, and I don't know, things were good, and it just got sidetracked, man. I don't know, it became less about music and more about just paying rent and just living, I guess, and like the reality of being on your own halfway across the country, you know, with nobody but your buddy.
and you were
For sure.
18.
Yeah, and I was 18.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know, and then eventually I ended up doing a bunch of fucking drugs, and I got slipped. I was trying to do acid for the first time. Can I talk about this?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was trying to do acid for the first time, and we got this shit from this dealer, and it turned out to be like PCP laced with meth.
Oh,
Oh,
And a couple of other things. And yeah, so everybody was confused at the way that I reacted to the drug, because they thought that I was just going to be on acid.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of wild shit happened, and I ended up basically losing my mind. And
Which is to be said with what you had and the amount of it.
I didn't
And you were unknowing going into all of it.
Right.
I didn't eat, drink, or sleep for basically like 5 fucking days straight.
Holy
And,
shit.
This is hurting my brain just like
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We could touch on that more. I can go into that shit if you want,
Like,
but like, I mean,
Only if you really want to.
understand
You
what
want
you're
me?
saying.
You want to
Yeah.
live vicariously through my bad trip?
I think we've all had one
I've-
or two.
I've
Or
done
have.
I've done my fair share of tabs, and I got 2,5-I, 2CB, whatever the fuck the names
Yeah.
were, and it was just a dirty high. It wasn't no PCP type high.
I mean,
But
did you
fuck.
end up in a psych ward?
Nah, dude, but I felt like
Yeah.
I should have.
I feel that.
Yeah, like there was definitely points where I'm like scratching the wall with my fucking head and stuff. Like, you know what I mean?
Where's that straight
It's like
jacket?
Well,
somebody
you look-
fucking
you look-
save me.
You look great, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, I came a long way from those days.
Travis, were you down there when this all happened?
I was down there. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, this
And
is
I don't
still.
wanna-
Yeah, you were down
I don't want to
there,
speak
yeah.
his story for
No,
him,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I'll just
I'm
say,
just
like,
curious.
yeah, I'll just say, me and Noah are good friends. We talk a lot, and for what he went through, and what you turned out to be, and like how you got everything back and through this whole process, like, I'm super fucking proud of you. Like,
Thanks,
aside of
man.
everything, like all the attacks from people and just all the drama and TMZ, whatever was coming your way, and what you had to go through, like, I'm sorry you had to feel all of that. I'm grateful to have this Noah as my friend now. You know,
Well,
just to shut
yeah.
That was beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got you, brother.
Well, I mean, we went.
Cry.
So Travis and I, we went up north recently together, and we were talking. And I had this like realization that if I hadn't gone through that, and like I went like I lost my mind, and I had spent years after that to literally like find my mind again. And I had to reteach myself how to play my own fucking songs, and like a lot of other shit, man. Like, but if I hadn't gone through that, I probably would have actually been dead already. Especially with like the friend group that I'd been affiliated with for such a long time, it would have been only a matter of time, because I'm not a gambler with like cards and casinos and shit, but like I like gambling with my life. It's like one of my toxic pretty traits. Yeah, like I gamble with my own fucking life, not with money. And I totally would have been dead if I didn't go through that experience. And like, you don't really appreciate sanity in a sound mind and the ability to formulate and process full, like, fluid thoughts until you have that taken away from you.
Yeah.
You know?
And
Yeah.
this all kind of, well, I mean, what you're saying, like, you would have been dead. We were young. We were experiencing parts of fame where we're thinking, like, if it would have went somewhere at that point in time, because the whole reason we had the big shit show at our apartments was because we were a group of kids that, everybody, wasn't necessarily allowed to have all the friends over and all the parties, and we never really got to
so
feel
we had
that.
people
so when
over
we were
all
down
the
there,
fucking time.
that's
every
what we
day of the
grasped
week.
onto. So we had everybody over there. We were smoking weed in the apartment. We were doing whatever. We were the cool place.
Allegedly.
So we had all the friends over.
When you get down there, you get a little taste of
Yep.
like, you know,
and could you
people being out and
imagine
shit.
if
So
we would have
people
got?
like that shit.
Could you imagine if we'd have got money during that time?
We were known as the Minnesota Boys.
Yeah.
You
That's kinda lit,
guys,
though.
you guys basically felt like you made it. And just
Or you're-
kind
like,
of
you got a
little
I
taste.
got a little
I made it.
careless.
Little
I made it
taste,
out of my
yeah.
parents' house, and I made it out of the system.
I
Yeah, that's
feel
what it
I
felt
feel
like.
what you're saying, because I experienced that a lot, like to this day, like last week, shit like that. I'm like, all right, I just put in all this work, I'm good to go. I don't need to do shit for a little bit, and I get in this mindset where I'm like, I'm solid, I made it, but I ain't nowhere to be found yet.
Just touching it.
Yeah.
A little tap.
Well, your destination might be different than mine too. So you might have made it already. You know, like
We all might have.
I mean, everybody wants different shit out of life.
It's like I felt like I didn't have to do any more work for the work to be done anymore. You know what I mean? So like I was like, I made it. Everything's done. Everything's gonna get done.
Yeah.
And so I just get in that mindset of not wanting to do shit.
Well, yeah, and you do grind
I
your
want
ass
to
off.
smoke whatever you're smoking.
You
man.
do.
Editing
That sounds-
podcasts.
That sounds pretty nice.
That's what he's smoking.
That
It's
sounds
just
expensive.
I think appreciating the journey
expensive.
though, like you should feel that way along the path, but never quit.
It's
You know what I
almost
mean?
like
Never
I
get
get
settled.
too
Yeah, no.
stuck up in the highs, and then once I'm in the highs, I find the lows, and then get stuck in the lows, and then I find a middle ground for a while, and then it's just a fucking roller coaster the whole time.
Sounds fun.
Dude, it's not. It's the opposite.
That sounds draining as fuck.
So, how long were you in the psych ward or whatever?
I think like 4 to 6 days.
4 to 6 days.
Yeah.
Okay.
The scary thing was that I had no idea when I was gonna be out,
Yeah.
and there was a possibility that I was gonna be like fully admitted in, and I didn't know this until I left. But fuck, man, like, oh, dude, it was the most traumatic experience I ever had in my life. Like the trip itself wasn't that bad. It was after that.
Calm down.
When I started to realize, like, holy fuck, man, where the fuck am I? Like, I'm sleeping next to a grown-ass man that's, like, drooling 24/7, never fucking sleeps. And then I finally noticed that he wasn't even taking his fucking meds. And I don't want to be a fucking narc or anything like that, but for my own safety, I'm in a fucking psych ward, and I'm finally, like, coming to reality again, and I'm like, this is not safe.
Yeah.
So, like, it was just fucked up, like, hearing grown-ass men screaming bloody murder, like, throughout the night, and basically being stuck in a corner of a building 24/7. Like, dude, it was crazy, man. Like, there's this guy that, like, rid horses and taught me fucking, like, jujitsu and shit, and I was so fucked up that I used to, like, read pages of the Bible. I got this little, like, you know, like the little pocket-sized New Testament Bibles. So I was reading that shit. But, dude, I was so fucked up that I was reading the first sentence of each page. Like, I was...
And then turning it.
And then turning it. The first line.
He's like, I got all the
wait,
information.
Did the
Like,
whole page make sense after you read that
key
first
has
sentence?
been unlocked. You know? Like, I finally understand Christianity now.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes you gotta be that fucked up, you know? Like, no. So yeah, I was wilding out. I was pretty fucked up.
And then
man.
after this, do you like go back home then, or?
Yeah, fuck yeah, man.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I assumed.
These guys picked me up at at the fucking psych ward, man. And we went to a mall.
And got dinner at like what?
I think we went to a TGI Fridays
like an
at a
Applebee's
mall
or something.
Yeah,
Yep.
and we went to a PacSun, and I got like, cause I showed up in like slip-ons and straight up, like I looked like I came out of prison, bro. Like we go to the mall.
What happened
I'm
to
wearing
your
a
clothes?
jumpsuit. Dude, I was only wearing shorts when I got arrested. I pissed in the back of the cop's car, dude. Like it took 3 guys to
That was a
get
wild
me in
story,
the
too.
fucking car. Like I and the only reason why I got arrested is because I called this cunt a witch. Because she was being mean to me.
Wait,
you know,
wait, was it
and-
cunt witch or was she just a cunt?
No, I just called her a witch.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
well, and yeah, I think I might have legitimately believed she was a fucking witch.
Well, it's just,
I don't
she
know.
did at one point say she
Yeah.
was melting.
It's a good
in
story,
the
man.
rain.
Yeah, so they tried put me in one side, and then I opened the other side of the squad.
Yeah, you did not wanna go into that-
I got out
Dude,
the other side.
You were kicking, screaming. They were both lifting you
Bro.
up. You were trying to kick out the
Yeah,
windows of
and
the
then-
Oh, you were
squad
right
car
there?
and shit. Like,
I'm
oh,
sure
yeah.
at
I
the
think
time it
everything.
wasn't
It
funny,
started-
but right now,
no.
No, it's not funny. It wasn't funny back then.
It was wild.
It's taken years for me to be able to laugh at this, but
But now
I'm
we can.
sorry.
it started
Yeah.
raining and shit when all that happened too, which was kind of prophetic and weird. You
Because
know,
in Franklin, it never rained. Like,
Yeah,
ever. There was, like,
'cause
a
we're,
bubble
like,
around the
in a
town,
little,
I
like,
swear.
we're in a little valley of the foothills and shit. But and then once I got there, I just wouldn't move, so they literally dragged me by my knees on the pavement in I scuffed up my fucking knees and shit. And they gave me this fucking drug called Haldol, and I thought that was kind of
Sheesh.
That sounds dark.
I thought that was very coincidental that that was the name. And dude, I don't know. The withdrawals sucked ass, man. Like I felt like somebody was always pushing into the bottom of my lower back, like constantly.
Just
if I was
annoying.
sitting, yeah, and it was like it wasn't even an urgency to move. It was just like I can't rest, and that was so like that was torture.
And then like not eating or drinking for what you said, like 5 days.
Five-
That
that
probably had
takes
something
a
to do with
toll.
that too. Yeah, for sure.
These
Mhm.
people, they fucking, they were surprised that I was even alive because my vitals were pretty much like non-existent. Yeah, dude, I got strapped down to the fucking bed, and I was so fucked up, but still so like I could still move around and shit, and think that I was unstrapping myself from the bed. And I remember hearing these nurses say like, I've never seen this shit before in my life. And like I would just calmly like get myself out of the fucking straps and shit, you know, and then I like they came back and I was just sitting up, just chilling there on the bed,
like, how the fuck did you do that?
like I don't know, man. I was
Fucking
in
David-
Houdini, man.
David
I was
Blaine
into
over
I was
here.
into the Matrix a lot at that time.
For sure.
So they I just sat there and I was like, I'm not gonna get up. I just don't want to be strapped down anymore. And I just need something to drink, you know? And yeah, so they let me chill after that. But I remember talking with God and shit, or what I think was God. But I have such a hard time with prayer now after that, and like my own beliefs and shit, because I was labeled insane for sitting there having like a fully like vocal conversation out loud. Like I felt like I could hear God, and I don't ever hear voices in my head and shit like that, you know. So it was very distinct, and
That's not something really, I guess, anyone can answer for you. Like,
yeah. But I mean, like after that, after being labeled as insanity, it makes me always doubt that I'm actually hearing something. So growing up in the church and shit like that, that's been very, that's been a bit of like a conundrum in my life, I guess.
mm-hmm.
Trying to differentiate like reality from insanity.
Yeah, I feel it.
Yeah. It's
Um,
it's not easy.
I
I
guess
feel
I
like
don't.
I have those kind of traits
Yeah.
now. Like I feel like I pushed myself to insanity, but nobody can see it. It's in my head.
Yeah.
I feel like I can relate with like
I'm
with the
calm
gambling
on the
thing
outside.
earlier.
You're walking the line of the void.
Gambling with your life.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah. I
I've
feel like I can
had-
relate with that, like actually,
Yeah.
because I don't really like gambling. Like actually,
I can't afford that
Me
shit.
either.
yeah,
I can afford
I like to
gamble
pay
my
for-
I love it.
life.
If I win,
I like to pay for
I'm
guaranteed
gladly-
fun.
A degenerate
Yeah.
gambler.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Travis, yeah,
Yeah, whatever.
But yeah, you're your own person.
I like
so
to take
Yeah.
risks. There's
Travis-
nothing wrong with that.
no,
he likes card games.
I love taking risks, but like it's calculated risks at the same time.
like to rip
It's
some
not
pull
like
tabs.
That's
just
the better way.
do something.
There's no doubt.
It's not like just be risky to be risky. It's be risky to like get to the next level.
I feel like that's
sure.
kind of an oxymoron though. Like calculated risk.
I'm living in a paradox, my guy.
So
Well, 'cause-
instead it should be like calculated reward. You know, like why would you calculate yourself to set up to be risking something?
I
instead-
guess the outcome
I'm just being a
could go
smart ass, man.
both ways, you know. It could either be a risk or a reward, and most people see it as a risk because it's not the normal thing to do, to like go out and move somewhere like you did just off a whim and just have no plans. But it could potentially reward you by doing that. But most people see it as not the safe thing to do, so it's risky.
But
Yeah.
at the opposite end of that is usually where you get
The
your
reward.
divine reward.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well,
for
yeah,
sure.
I mean, otherwise, why wouldn't everybody
Perspective.
be playing that
Mhm.
shit
Yeah.
or doing that
Right.
if they're guaranteed some sort of an outcome?
Right, but you're guaranteed the non-risky life where it's just like what we're built into. So for you to step out of that, it's not a normal thing.
stepping out of your
Yeah.
box.
Yeah, it's like for like gambling or whatever. It's like I just can't buy those 7 Lunchables that I buy normally. every year.
Yeah.
I love
You know?
Lunchables.
Yeah.
I gotta cut that out for a week. That's all I lost. Instead of like me.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Lunchables are good.
I don't miss those fucking meals, man.
No,
Talking about
it's
high school.
Not
No, I'm
either.
talking not about high school.
Just
I'm
Lunchables.
talking no, not even that. I'm going back to the
Just-
fucking psych ward. You
Oh,
fucks.
okay, all right,
No,
all right.
just ham sandwiches.
PB&J
Like, you
sandwiches
guys,
and the
that
purple
was-
packs.
That shit
The
is so good
Uncrustables.
compared to what I'm talking. I'm talking about literally a piece of white bread.
Is there butter?
No,
Wait, how many
There's
how many
no
days
butter.
how many days were you in there again?
like 5-6 days.
I've been in jail for like 4 days,
was
and
gonna
the
say,
food was
It was
not.
literally exactly
Dude,
like
I
jail
almost,
food.
I feel like
Okay.
I could have like starved to death in there because the food was so bad.
You
I
get
didn't eat-
everything looks like
I
chicken and
remember there was
gravy,
like some carrot
even
cake
though
one
it's
time.
like, even though it's like scrambled eggs. It's still all of it always looks like chicken and gravy.
I would grab like the dessert if you ever got one. Be like, all right,
That's just the drug.
What was-
stop.
Came
what
out
was-
of the
what was
lunch
the
lady's
dessert?
stomach.
dude, they used to make these like
Sugar-free Jello,
no.
just to torture you.
You would have to go to the vending machine, and these guys that are in jail, they know like how to make
Oh,
these crazy
commissary.
desserts.
Yeah.
So there's these brownies that you could make in the microwave.
Yeah.
I forget like what you'd have to buy out of the vending machine to make it, but yeah, that shit was ratchet, but it was kind of fire.
Have you bought one since you
Fire
got
Fuck
out?
no, dude.
Go to jail.
No
folks.
more
Check
jail
it out.
trades. Never going back. Can we talk about playing some live shows down there, like before shit got wonky?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of like the way that I don't know how it operates now, but when I was down there it was basically all writers rounds, open mics, and paid listings to get on the set or whatever. So I played at the Hard Rock. I played at the Listening Room. I played at the fuck is it called? I don't know, man. Dude, we're talking about shit that was like literally a decade ago.
Is that crazy to think?
Yeah.
It is wild.
I think about it all the time, actually. Like, I think about
And I forget, were you guys like just outside of Nashville?
We were like
Mhm.
15-20 minutes south of Nashville. Yeah, like,
So it's a quick drive.
and we didn't know this at the time, but like Williamson County, where we moved to, was rated at the 5th richest county in the country. And we just
Yeah.
on a whim chose to move there. We didn't
We're a bunch
know
of
that.
degenerate weed smokers chilling. in an
I-
apartment in this
the
town
Minnesota
that's just,
boys.
like,
Yeah, but now
this
everybody
freaking
is.
Yeah.
McLarens driving around everywhere. It was nice.
So you guys really felt like you
Yeah,
made it.
that's what
Yeah,
I was gonna
no,
say
for sure.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And being
Man.
downtown, like he's playing music down there, and
Yeah.
doing my acting stuff. Like we truly did feel like we were on top of the world. For
It
a
doesn't
minute.
matter how
Dude.
big you are, you always feel as big as you're at.
Right.
So I told you that I had a motorcycle, and you're talking about playing shows. So one of the shows downtown Nashville on Broadway, I had to get there, and I was supposed to get a ride, but somebody got caught up in work or whatever. So I strapped my Taylor that I had on my back, like in a case or whatever, with the thing sticking, like
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like wearing a guitar case, and I drove down the freeway, like for 15-20 fucking minutes, like it's all freeway
Yeah.
to get to Nashville on a motorcycle with a guitar strapped on my back, going
Man,
70,
look like
and in
New
Tennessee.
school jouster.
In Tennessee, everybody drives 70 to 80 miles an hour.
It's
Oh, they're
dedication.
nuts.
So,
Oh yeah.
so
Down
like,
south they fast.
Yep.
so I had
Keep
to.
up or get out.
Those
the
are the
air.
best. Those are also like those are the best fucking roads to ride a motorcycle on, hands down, because they don't have like the weather, like
Yeah.
the temperature differentiation to be able to break up the pavement like in Minnesota. So if you're ever like trying to ride a bike, like go to Tennessee, Kentucky, like that shit's fucking nice. But I had to like I would always have to be leaning super far forward Otherwise, the guitar would catch the wind, and I would get pulled the fuck back. It was one of the sketchier things that I've done in my life, actually.
Yeah, you got to really trust those straps.
Dude, it was only yeah, man.
It's not a cheap guitar either.
I don't know. I would not do that shit again.
I'd be going like 30, got the hazards on the bike. Like,
no, we're going fucking 75, 80 miles an hour.
Keeping up with traffic.
Yeah. With a guitar on your back.
I would have put the guitar like in my lap or something
Dude,
at that point.
Well, you remember the show House? You remember the show
the doctor.
House? Yeah.
The doctor guy, yeah.
So he had an electric guitar that he could actually like have mounted on the side of his fucking bike.
Yeah.
Like he had a little saddle welded and like mounted on the side of his bike. And like that's probably what I would have to do.
That'd be ideal.
It's not very aerodynamic. So like this shit just sticking right out, man. Yeah, it was stupid. But yeah, so I don't know. Shows were good. Every single person that you ran into at the time down there, like, was talented as fuck. Like you go and work at any restaurant, you go work at any dealership, whatever, somebody there is gonna be able to play music and like be good, you know.
Hell
as opposed to like being in California or some shit at the time. I don't know what it's like anymore, but like where people go out there because they think they're a star or whatever, you know, and like they have like their daddy pay for their fucking music video or whatever, and it's just.
I feel like Nashville's actually
paycheck.
Nashville now is super popular.
Well, I mean, that's what it's kind of evolved to, from what I understand. But
now that Cali's making its way,
yeah, dude, a lot of people are moving out of Cali.
A lot of those fucks that are not talented are going now to Texas, living in Tennessee.
Too.
No, I talked to Steve last time we were down there. Just guy we know, whatever. He had mentioned in the last 5 years there's been 37 new skyscrapers built in downtown Nashville.
So it's not little
Since
city.
we've been down there.
It's not little city, big town
growing,
anymore.
But all the money's starting to come in, and it's starting to expand and grow out.
Yeah, that's kind of sad. I mean, because I've talked to some of my friends that like grew up down there, and like they've been pretty upset about like the development that's taken place. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But evolution is inevitable. It's gonna happen. People are gonna make their way.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, that's the one thing that's guaranteed about this world in general, is that it's never going to stay the same. Like, change is the only thing that you can promise to stay the same.
It's how we're built.
Right.
Yeah.
We change every day, even though we don't see it, slowly but surely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adapt and evolve.
Yeah.
Just curious, how's it working at Red Bull? I know this is like way off topic. Way off topic.
Sheesh.
Working at Red Bull, man.
Did you get a lot of free Red Bulls?
Fuck Austria, man. Fuck that Austrian asshole, man. Like that's a little boy's job.
That's funny you say that, because on Dylan's pod, Dylan's like, that was my first big boy job.
No.
Yeah.
No, man. This is Dylan's hat, man.
Shout out Dylan, we love you. That's I remember that clearly.
I got him that job.
Yeah, I know. That's why I asked.
Sorry, man.
You guys are at different points.
Maybe back then it seemed like a big boy job.
I mean, I got free Red Bull and shit. Like I always had like a fridge stacked full of fucking Red Bull, and I don't know. For me, it just sucked because I had to work out of the city.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I also chose to do that because then I didn't have like my higher ups like helicopter parenting me, you know, like micromanaging the fuck out of me. As long as the money got sent back at the end of the day, they didn't really fuck me.
And this is after you came back, right?
This is after I came back.
Okay.
I went through like a slew of jobs, a lot of like manual labor jobs, like landscaping, flooring, and shit like that. And then I ended up making my way into doing that. And I don't know, I did that for like 3 fucking years. And just managing sales routes and merchandising, and it should just don't go work for Red Bull, because they don't fucking care, man. They're gonna rip you off and overpay you. It's corporate America, and I love Red Bull though. I still like. There was like 1 year where I refused to buy a Red Bull because of that, and then I finally got over that petty ass shit, and I was like, dude, I need
But
fucking.
I
Red
just
Bull.
hate
Yeah,
how they
man.
false advertise.
It doesn't give you wings.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, instead of
Oh, shit.
instead of them paying
gonna
their
say, what do you mean?
employees, I feel like a lot of the money goes towards those promotions.
Yeah.
A lot of those contract deals that should be going towards the people that are actually pushing and maintaining and managing the product that fuels that to begin with. Then they sit there and say like, oh, well, the profit margins are only this and that and blah, blah, blah. Like, well, why the fuck are we paying Ryan Sheckler like $3 million to just ride a Red Bull skateboard or some shit? You know,
Corporate
like-
America can eat my ass.
Who's that super hot skater chick, red hair? Isn't she sponsored by Red Bull?
Respectfully.
Ooh,
Leticia?
Yeah.
Leticia.
Leticia?
With her
By
headband.
the way, congrats on your win.
Woohoo. Snaps. She's hot.
You look good doing it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's good at what she does. She knows how to flip a wood.
That
Yeah.
name reminds
I think she
me of-
deserves $3 million from Red Bull a year for sure.
What was the girl? What was the girl? What was Chip's? Is it Chip? Who's Napoleon Dynamite's brother?
He has a brother. Oh,
Yeah,
like in the
yeah,
movie.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I just remember the chapstick scene.
What was his
Remember
girlfriend's name?
glasses.
Letitia or something like
it
that.
was pretty
Was it
fucking
like that?
close
I
to that.
think so, or LaQuisha. I don't know.
Falonda.
That- yeah.
LaFonda.
Yeah, LaFonda.
LaFonda. Like TC, it reminds me of fucking LaFonda.
Two totally different scopes.
Sorry, man.
Jeez.
Do whatever I want. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Have you played any live shows since you've been back?
Fuck no, man.
Not at all.
What you
No.
been doing?
I mean, I have a little bit. I mean, I've been back for a long time, so
I know. I was just.
I've played. I've played here and there, but I don't know, man. I haven't really made some. It's been one of those like skeletons in my closet, or like something that I feel guilty about, like not taking opportunities and being more proactive about pushing that shit, you know. But ultimately, what I do now, I just produce and write and make music in the comfort of my own home, basically. And I get off on just making music. I don't really, and I just want to make the best music. I don't even care. I have like a few good friends and shit, you know, like that I always bug the fuck out of and send my edits and shit before they're even done, just because I'm so like excited about like this new project or whatever. And then it doesn't really expand further than that. And it's not that I'm kind of okay with that, honestly, right now. Like, I'm not trying to get rich and famous. I'm not trying to obviously I'm not really trying to make anything happen from it. But the thought's always there, and I don't know, man.
And you are really talented, Noah.
Yeah.
Like, let's not be beside that.
I feel
And
like-
I understand if you need to take a second to like find your space, and that's what you're doing right now.
Yeah.
But you
There's more
You are a
there's more
musical
important
genius when it
things to
comes
me
down
right
to it.
now than music.
Yeah.
And I think that's totally okay. And I think
Yeah.
everybody's either like smoking a fucking pipe dream or they're on some bullshit. If they sit there and always and forever will say like music is top one. That's all. That's my life. That's all that matters. And blah blah blah. Like I walk past a lot of guys on the street in the fucking city that probably say the same fucking thing.
Right. Well, I think
You know?
too, like you said about being comfortable just making music in your own home. I feel like a lot of people have been on that wave since COVID, because I mean you couldn't really tour or play live shows, so people got really good at just making music at home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's all those famous people who were forced to make music at home.
True.
They're new to the game.
True.
Yeah, for me it's always just kind of like it's like that's my video game. Like I don't fucking play video games.
Yeah.
Like I would rather just sit down in a new session on Pro Tools or whatever and try and just put something new together, and like that's how I tickle my brain, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I feel it. I feel like I just get overstimulated and I just can't make music for like a period of time after I make like 3-4 songs in a row. Like there's nothing left up here. But I'm just like making lyrics. I'm sure if I was making beats and stuff, I could keep going because there's more areas for me to be creative.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of the way of the times right now too. It's
poetry.
not really albums nowadays. Anyways, it's single tracks.
No,
That's what you're doing, and you.
I don't think I would be able to do an album just because of the way I'm like programmed. Like, I just don't think I could extensively put out a project that's got like 10, 12 songs and be like they all are for this project.
Yeah, they're all
you know?
part
I'd
of
rather
the
put your heart and
same-
soul into like one song, a moment at a time.
I
or
used
whatever.
to do like the project thing. I had
You'd
big
have a
plans for
theme
projects. Yeah.
that would coincide with all of the
Yeah.
songs.
Yeah, and like it made
Yeah.
sense listening all the way through and stuff, but then now I'm just like I can't wrap my head around. Like I feel like I get stuck in it, that theme and that
or that
thing.
concept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just
Yeah.
easier for me to just bam, bam, bam.
See, dude, the
bam.
key is like you do that. You just write out, or you produce one song one by one, and then the beautiful thing about art is that you can bullshit the story, and you can just come up with whatever fucking excuse or reason you have for all of it to be one major masterpiece, you know, and nobody's gonna fucking care, because
Right. And I think now I think about it, I'd like it to be something like a project that only makes sense to me if I did drop like an album, like hidden things that like why it makes sense.
yeah, like incognito.
You'd have to
It's-
fucking dissect this thing
Yeah.
like a puzzle to be
You
like
have to
this shit
earn-
don't make sense.
You gotta
do.
earn that. Yeah.
Yeah.
To understand who I am, you gotta really fucking listen. Yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah, man. I get that. I like that.
But like yeah, I don't make music like I did make music to like want to be famous and stuff way like a couple years ago, probably more than a couple, but now it's like I'm just letting shit happen. There's no real goal for music. I just know it's never gonna stop being made because I've stopped before and I always come back every time. Like even though it's not instruments, it's just writing and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's so many times that I've said like I think I'm done. I think I'm done with this shit. And then it just sits there, and then like one day when like usually it's like a bad day. You know, like I'm just going through some shit or whatever, and like nobody can hang out. I can't use anybody to distract me. Stuck with myself. Like but music's always there, you know.
It's like a journal.
Yeah, so like at least I can, it's like meditation almost. Like once you get working on something, you're thinking about nothing other than that thing. And I'll spend like literally 11 hours in front of the fucking
Time
computer.
Flies.
Yeah.
You're like 5 minutes in and 3 hours went by.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And yeah, well, I mean, depends on if I take my fucking Adderall medication. that definitely determines the progress of the project for sure. Yeah. But I mean, that one snare is fucking clean as shit, man. After 2 hours, I can guarantee you that. Yeah. Like 4 layers of it, one snare. And just some stupid tweak ass shit. Like nobody fucking cares, man.
Literally though.
I care.
It's true.
I care. I'm the one listening to it more than anyone, man.
Yeah.
I better like it before anybody else listens to it.
Yeah, and then I fucking listen to it so much that I'm like, this is garbage, man. Throw it away.
Yeah.
And then I show
I li-
somebody,
I
and I'm
just
like,
get-
hey, it's good again.
Yeah, and I'm just like, dude, I'm over this shit. This is so like 3 days ago. Like I listened to it the same amount of times that somebody else would listen to it, probably in the span of
Years.
2 fucking years, like within 3 days. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's good shit.
Well, I was gonna say we
Gotta
touched
be
on
good.
all of your past. Sounds like for the most part.
What you doing
What's going on
now?
nowadays? Yeah, it's present day. You like that one?
I'd rather talk about the psych ward, man.
You got more?
Well, I don't know, man. I'm not where I want to be, but I feel like that's pretty common.
I mean, yeah, as anybody.
It's very, very common.
Yeah, and
Never stop pushing.
but I don't know. I did masonry for like exterior brick and mortar masonry restoration for like
Shout out.
4.5 years, and my body's so fucked up now. Like, and I'm not even 30, so I already know what's coming. But I got sick of that whole atmosphere. I never really felt like I fit in, just being an artist, you know, and more not like a man's man, you know. Just being nice. I was too nice and too smart
I feel like
for that.
a lot
Yeah.
of that kind of stuff is where a lot of dreams go to die, and then
Yeah,
they kind of precede that energy onto you, and you get taken advantage of, I guess, or treated differently because of that. You know,
It's
because you're a
like-
guy with dreams. You're still young. You're still good looking.
They're
It's
like,
just not a good
still like chicks.
environment
we'll
to be
beat
around.
we'll beat that out
Definitely
of you
still
real
likes
quick.
chicks,
Yeah,
yeah.
Those are the type
Yeah.
of dudes where they're like, well, life will fuck you and you just gotta take the punches.
Yeah,
Like,
it-
yeah,
it's
but
It's
you
like,
can
no,
fucking
fuck
punch
you.
back.
Exactly.
Like it makes them
not
sad
over.
to
Right.
see other people that haven't
There's
given up
a
yet.
keyword:
Yeah.
misery loves company, and that's
Yeah.
exactly what it associates with.
That and
for
I'm
sure.
not a big
It's like,
like
this is the best I got.
I'm not
Yeah.
a big like gun advocate. I mean, like I'm all about people like practicing their rights and shit, but these gun toting motherfuckers, like they just sit and talk about guns and they talk about fucking I don't know.
I like guns,
Yeah,
but
let's be
not,
honest. Shooting
not
guns
in
kind
the
of
way of
Dude,
like,
yeah, I
it's
mean,
my life.
Yeah, but I don't take it seriously. Like last time I shot a gun, we were like fucking half a bottle of Jack in.
I was in Vegas last
Oh.
time.
In the middle of some farmland, shooting a 30-06 at some fucking bullets, man. Shooting
Yeah.
bullets at bullets. Like
Mm.
That's kind of tight.
I've never. I mean, I grew up on a farm for a portion of time, but I've never actually legitimately gone hunting in my life.
Neither have I.
I just think
Yeah.
guns, like,
Yeah.
for my sake, I would love to have my conceal and carry for the just my safety and like I'll be rolling around, you know.
Oh, it's a different world
So-
nowadays, man. There's
So
nothing
Tony's
against being
Tony's
strapped
packing.
up,
Yeah,
or he's gonna be packing. So watch out.
Allegedly.
got me that private sale. Nobody knows.
No barcode.
That black web.
Yep.
What,
So,
what color gun?
red and
Purple.
black.
It's red and black.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
You didn't
Black
get,
and pink.
Alright.
you didn't get that limited skin.
Oh yeah, I forgot. The selection was
The
light,
attachments.
you know.
Yeah.
I was
okay, yeah.
scrolling through like
You didn't have enough, you didn't have enough points.
fucking Red Tigers sold out. Now I can only get fucking, now I can only get fucking
Shout out Call of
red
Duty.
stripes.
I'm saving up for the mods.
Fucking nerds.
Dude, the red dots, I got tacked.
If you didn't play Call of Duty back in
Three
the day, I
clips.
don't know who you are.
I did, but not like that.
Dude, I lost at Call of Duty. I didn't
Halo was
play
my
Call
shit.
Of Duty.
Halo.
I played Halo. I got a Halo shirt. Yeah.
No, I didn't like all that double jumping and all that crap.
That made it
Yeah.
fun, dude. Beating
I
people
liked-
down.
Oh, yeah, right.
Hell
I liked
yeah.
Halo, but like
Like
not
on
till
the
I was
ground
older.
warfare.
Halo was a big boy game.
Yeah, Travis.
But modern.
guess I'm a
but-
little
but Call
boy.
of Duty wasn't.
No, I mean like Halo just
Probably the
like
most
it
grown
takes
up
more
here.
skill. It's like more
Oh,
effort.
okay. Because I was gonna say Call of Duty's based on actual wars and people.
No,
dying
I'm
and
not
shit.
saying like it's not a big boy game. Like I mean like it's
You did,
just
though.
it's
I
not
heard
as
it.
easy as
I heard
Call
it.
of Duty.
I'm
It is a
offended.
fucking
I'm
big
offended.
boy game, little boy.
You know what I think it's really
My
hard?
dick just went in my ass.
I think Fortnite's so hard.
What?
Pause.
Kid needs a
You're
nap.
sitting pretty comfy there.
Fucking
I
A,
am.
dude.
Well, I mean,
It
look
does
where we're
feel pretty
sitting
good.
right now. I mean,
All right, let's move on from that. That wasn't meant to be attached to.
His
That was
face
just,
is
that was
getting
a
red.
throw in.
Your
What?
face is getting
You
red.
think his
Oh,
face
that's
is
the
getting
pain.
red? Look at his ass, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
stop.
Ooh. I don't like where this is going.
how do y'all like living here? It's fucking palace, I think.
It's
I
money.
think Minnesota is one of the greatest states in the country.
Oh, I do love Minnesota. I was talking about this apartment complex, though.
Oh,
I do like Minnesota, though. Continue.
It's so good
it's one
I'm
of
not
the
gonna
best apartment complexes in the country.
I think so, too.
for sure.
I
100%.
enjoyed the environment as well. I've been a lot of apartment complexes, and the people that live there definitely play a role in how I like it.
The vibe.
And
Yeah.
stuff. And so far,
Well, it's like-
everybody here is very friendly and like not like, what are you doing?
Right. And I
Like,
think
you know what I mean?
I think it has a lot to do with the vibe of just the west side of the cities too, to be honest. Because I've lived east, I've dabbled in the south, I've lived in the north, but people on the west, they're just like, they're successful, they're driven. Like when I was living out in East St. Paul, my truck got stolen twice out of the alley. You know what I mean? Like everything's
In
stolen,
St. Paul?
everything gone. Yeah. But those are the types of people that you run into out there. And out here, you don't worry about that. Any of the
Yeah.
restaurants you go to, people are
I leave my
upbeat.
car running.
The energy's
running.
good out
I mean,
here.
this is a
People
Maple.
are good.
I love Maple Grove.
And when you have an apartment complex that like state representatives are coming knocking on your door personally asking for your votes, these people that you see on TV, like
Wait, this is
You're in a
actually
good spot.
this has actually happened.
Yeah.
that happened. Yeah, straight up.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
I met with them and I didn't vote.
It seems
Yeah.
like everybody's
no,
pretty
it's-
relaxed about things you're doing. Like you can just drink beers around here, do whatever, and nobody's like, "Oh, these are bad kids."
Well, it's not.
Yeah.
Even when we were fucking watching the game and those people had the room reserved, they're
Yeah.
just like, "Oh no, you guys can finish the game. We'll just start getting set up and
Yeah.
whatever." But we left out of respect.
Yeah.
you
Right.
know?
And just went to the game room where
Yeah.
there's more TVs.
I mean, we were
and
just
finished
drinking
out the
beer
game,
too.
which
It's not
is
like we
still
were
cool.
like, you know, causing complete ruckus.
No,
Yeah.
But like
they were-
some
Could've,
place-
though.
some
we're
places,
respectful. We're not complete degenerates.
some places is a little weird to do shit like that. Just like feels like people
Yeah, like
walk
people
in,
people have money.
close the door, be a
People
little
have money, but they're
judgmental.
not like super entitled.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
not stuck up.
Yeah.
They're real people,
Yeah.
and it's a good vibe. It's-
First time I came here, I ran into a girl I was banging
What?
What?
or used to bang, and it was weird.
Oh, I thought you
I'm
meant
trying to
like
recall.
you were banging someone.
Oh, I
remember?
remember this. Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
Oh,
you were
yeah.
like, "What's up, bro?"
Yeah,
To
and-
her fucking boyfriend.
Yes. I think he didn't like that.
over by the entertainment rooms
Yeah.
or whatever. That's where it was.
Spill
By the game
beans,
room.
man.
Yeah.
I know. That's
Oof.
no more comments. As far as I'm gonna go with that one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I was like,
No,
small
it's-
world. What's up?
Yeah. It's good
Small
vibes.
world, more like you just dibbled and dabbled a lot.
This was like senior
like
year of high
every
school,
apartment
so it was
he-
like a million years ago.
Every apartment he ever goes to, he runs into a chick.
Not even like
Banged.
6.
Whoops.
Basically,
Yeah.
like-
so far, so far, man's worldwide out here.
Hoodie the host, everybody.
Working on
Hoodie
the
the hoe.
weekend like usual.
I was just playing.
Hoodie spelled with a W.
Woody.
Whore?
Hoodie.
Like horror.
Yeah.
It's Woody. Woody the whoa.
All right.
Woody the Whoa.
Quit amping me up right now. I'm gonna let it get to
He's
my
about to
head.
text some girls.
I
as
swear
we
to God,
speak
he's about to pull
now.
out his
Yeah.
phone
Do you want?
right now.
Do you want me to get my phone out and not pay attention?
Just give it a couple taps. It'll go down, bud.
Breathe deep. Think about your grandma.
Oh, all right. Yeah, we're over this conversation,
All right.
On to the next subject.
I'll think about your grandma.
Whoa.
dude.
She's
Sylvia,
probably cute.
Sylvia's the nicest lady of all
her
time.
name's
Sylvia.
What a name.
I got to take her out to eat first. Yeah.
My grandpa will fight
A
you, though,
respectful man.
My grandpa will beat your ass. He's a Navy boy.
Yeah.
This man's been in the psych ward though.
Shit, I won't be.
We went through the same training. Yeah.
You guys were doing swimming exercises and shit in there.
Dude, I was swimming on my bed. Yeah. Like, I was swimming in straight air. Dude, I was thinking about that though. Isn't it fucking crazy, man? Like air is I know this is such like a high
like water?
Yeah, it's exactly like water. Like if you literally like move your hand back and forth, you can feel the air hitting your hand.
Right? I was
you
thinking
know?
about this when a bomb explodes.
Like everything has
It's a fucking wave of pressure.
Yeah.
It's a and that wave vibrates.
And then
through
did
those
you know
particles.
that like I can never actually touch
Yeah,
you?
atoms can never actually touch. Did you think about your entire body is composed of atoms that are not actually touching?
It's kind of fucked up. Like
Your
there's
entire
air
body.
molecules in between.
So none of us are actually together.
Your
right
entire
now.
No, we're
body itself-
together,
We're
but we
separated.
cannot
We're together right now.
physically. We
You're
cannot
like, not
physically.
even-
You're a tightly
close.
packed.
But we're not together.
So if anybody punches you, it's not technically assault because they never touched you. If
I
we're getting
want-
down into the sciences,
I want to see some court.
I would love to
subjects
see a
where this
lawyer
is
try and pull
actually-
that off.
Straight up.
But
You
then
know what?
No,
it would
no.
probably work if Bill Nye's up there.
I don't know. Depends on who he's defending.
Shout out science class.
Yeah. But I mean, at
My
the same
man.
time, like you say, like you're never actually touching, but also compared to that, like we in a way are always touching everybody and everything.
Oh, we're connected.
If
to
you
want to
take it the other way, you know, like
yeah.
anatomically or not atomically speaking,
Yeah.
like all of those atoms, even though they're not touching, they're like chain linked in a way, you know, like a link of chains are not actually ever like fully touching, but they're still connected. So
We
that's
are-
like so in a way, like I'm actually touching
Whoa,
you.
hold up. What if we're fucking atoms in a person right now? Like
Yeah.
what if the world is just somebody's fucking eyeball?
I've thought
we're
about
in,
that.
Working.
So
yeah.
then a
I've
question:
thought about that.
If
Isn't
we're
that
all
crazy?
if we're all atoms,
What if
what
we're
are Eves?
What if we're still living in the testes?
Travis,
Just
Travis, what did you put in these coolers lights, man? We're on some conspiracies here.
This picture frame's starting to come at
I'm
me
just
closer
living
and
in some
closer.
60-year-old fuck's ball sack.
right.
Like his prime is come and gone, and now
He's like-
I just have to live the rest of my life in this hairy fucking scrote.
It's a crazy thought to think about.
That's why I'm
though.
stuck here.
It's
I don't
crazy,
die
though.
till he dies.
I mean, we all don't.
Yeah, we're all in this scrotum together, man.
Forever, man. We're just waiting to be born. That got
Preferably
weird
would
real
like to be in a
quick.
vagina, but whatever.
Born to live, come to
Then
come.
you'd be planted. You'd be ready to go. You wouldn't be here with us.
Baby grown.
Shut your slut ass up.
Oh my
It's a
bad.
weird concept, man.
Sorry for breathing.
I love you.
Love you too.
That was cute.
You like that shit?
Yeah.
That was bonding. We didn't actually touch though.
I'm kind of I'm
Well,
jealous.
can we hit some fucking golf balls after this?
Yeah, we can, of course.
Yeah.
If we got time.
Fuck yeah.
I think that's probably the dopest part about this place.
That's my favorite part.
He's got a fucking Pro V1 hat on. Of course, he's trying to fucking hit some balls, man.
Titleist.
Truth. Yeah.
He's probably
Better
got a
watch out.
fucking foldable club in his
Come
back
this spring,
pocket.
boys. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No, do you golf?
Do I look like I golf, man?
Kind of.
No, he
This
can.
man looks like he
he
ropes
can-
horses
he can
on
swing
his
a
free
club.
time.
Yeah.
He can
I
swing a club. Don't let
Yeah.
him downplay
Yeah,
it.
you better
He
No,
can
that's
hit
what I'm
well.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I golf. Do I golf well? I don't know.
Oh, I'm the
Yeah.
same way. Like I golf, but I'm shitty.
Better
at
than
it.
some.
I play pool.
Pool's
And,
fun.
Yeah. I play pool. There's a pool table here, and I don't know. Best thing I do is smoke weed and hang out. And,
For sure.
yeah.
And make pasta.
Yeah, and make pasta.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
all of those all in one is like the perfect concoction.
For
Like,
sure.
Yeah.
We'll have to do that again sometime.
Maybe I'll
sure.
maybe I should, that could be my new business model. I'll just like be like a hired home chef for spaghetti,
Or like
just
spaghetti and pod.
Yeah.
Spaghetti and pasta.
Yeah. Yeah, next time if I'm ever on here I can I'll come with a potluck spaghetti thing or something.
Fire.
Yeah. I can do that.
You're for surely come back on.
We've
now.
had a pod with
Fuck yeah.
potato soup,
Yeah.
so we could get into food pods.
Did you say potato soup?
Yes, sir.
What the-
Shout out the girls.
That's the most Minnesotan fucking thing I've heard in
Oh.
a while.
I know.
What's potato soup?
It's potato and soup
What kind of soup?
What kind of
and
soup?
bacon.
What kind of soup?
Is this water?
Like a cream of mushroom?
I don't know. I didn't make it.
Some,
Potato
Some just
mushroom.
vegetable broth?
you
It's
just,
chicken broth.
potato.
I don't
You
know,
got-
bro.
it's
It's
fire.
just potato soup.
you got Terry Hogan in the corner just squeezing potatoes, getting all of the water out of the potatoes.
Nah, dude, they're in the
Potatoes.
fucking big bucket stepping on it with their feet.
That's not gonna do shit, man.
Yeah, it will.
They're not tomatoes, they're potatoes.
Haven't you ever had potato soup?
I've had like chowder and shit.
Man, you're
Like-
missing out.
That's potato
I've had
soup.
potato
But if
salad.
you don't know what's in it, have you ever made it?
No, I'm
There's
just
your-
talking on
We're-
my fucking ass
No.
over here.
We were just hanging out with some girls that made it, and it was fire.
Potato soup. What kind of fucking witchcraft is that, man? I don't.
I don't know, but there was a
I
lot
mean,
of
it
it.
can't be bad.
It was pretty fucking good.
Hey,
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
does
I'm
it
gonna-
top the pasta though?
I'm gonna
on
have
New
to look
Year's?
this up.
Depends on the mood.
All right,
But yeah,
all right.
So everybody's plans for the rest of the weekend. Saturday.
plans for the weekend?
I got kids,
Make spaghetti.
bro.
Yeah, I mean, just making spaghetti, smoking weed.
Smoking all the weed in the world.
Yeah, and
All the koosh,
drinking some fucking red wine and
all the wine,
And you got someone coming
Handsome.
back from out of town, which is pretty exciting.
yeah, I got
all the
I
hoes.
got a girl coming back here and a lady, right?
Mhm.
And
I thought you had a girlfriend.
well, she
Not to call you
prefers,
out, I'm just
she prefers
curious.
the term lady friend.
Okay.
No, yeah, girlfriend. Yeah, I've been dating. I got out of a relationship here for it was like 5 years. So
I feel that.
and how about you guys?
We will be at a
You're
show.
going to a show, yeah. You're going
Nolan
to
Riddle.
Nolan Riddle show. Yeah.
I'm pretty amped about it, actually.
Isn't it crazy? His last name's Riddle.
I kind of like that.
He kind of looks like a Joker or Riddler.
Yeah.
Sometimes
He kind of actually is though.
he low key
he
looks
is.
like a nice villain.
Dude, he's like quiet but funny.
Yeah.
It's he like when he talks, it's just I'm geeking my face
That was our
off.
first
Yeah.
pod, and man, I made a new
Nolan's-
friend.
Nolan's good shit, man. Nolan's.
Does he have a
shit.
good jawline too? I feel like to be a Joker or Riddler, you gotta have.
He's not Jared Leto
have
or
the jaw.
anything like,
All right,
or Jim Carrey,
just trying to picture it.
or I mean, how many fucking cameos from Batman can I list off? I don't
All of
know.
them.
Batman.
Heath Ledger. Yeah, they all got strong jaws.
Yeah.
Fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger
So
was Freeze.
You get the
Fucking-
association.
It's my
Yeah.
biggest insecurity.
What, your jaw?
Not having a fucking chiseled jaw, man.
Is that why you shave your beard like
they
that?
got surgeries for
This is
that.
like the second time I've ever done it.
Really? It
Yeah.
looks good. Looks
A
clean.
dude told me it looked good, and I was like, my man.
It's clean.
Now I'm about to look good for
Looks
you
like he's
every
got
day.
A jawline? What are you,
Now it
what's he
does.
talking about?
Now it does.
Yeah, all right.
But if I would have shaved it all, you would have like fucking double chin, two chin, motherfucking looking ass. I could sit on that thing and
No chin.
be a lot of cushion.
A lot of cushion.
Yep.
You look
Don't
like
be
a,
that rude to
you look
yourself,
like
Tony.
You look like a pool noodle with a shirt on. Just a straight.
Basically, man, I ain't got no neck. It's just all head.
I love you.
It's not bad, man. You got
Thank
a
you.
chin,
You
dude.
do.
I mean, we all do.
There's
It's
nothing
just-
wrong with your face.
You definitely have a chin, man.
All right, guys, I get it. I look good.
All right, chill.
Yeah. No more insecurities.
I got body dysmorphias.
Tomatoes,
I think
tomatoes.
I feel
do
like I've
too,
never actually seen myself.
You never
Whoa,
technically
that was
have.
crazy thing
That's
to say.
deep. Now we're in
That was very
You've
deep.
only ever seen reflections or representations of yourself.
Like,
Oh,
what
I
you
got a
wanted to
question.
see?
I got a question.
All right.
When you guys have a sexual fantasy, what point of view do you see it in?
Mine.
Definitely mine.
First person?
Yeah.
All right, so I've seen some things, and for girls, it's third person. They see themselves getting fucked.
For
And I'm
girls, they
like,
do. They
how
don't
the
think
fuck
about
do you-
themselves?
How do you see yourself getting fucked when you've never seen yourself?
Do you think
I mean, every time that I fuck a girl, she astral projects every fucking time.
liar?
He's trying to plug himself.
He's dreaming when he's fucking.
That's the best sex, man.
Sheesh.
Yeah. And then
That's wild.
you don't ever got to clean anything up.
Well, I mean, I get that.
Except when you wake up.
Well, maybe girls secretly just watch a lot of porn.
it's dry.
Well,
So
no,
they're
they're like
just,
the
like,
victim.
seeing
It's
it.
the same
Yeah.
theory on how they watch horror movies and they play the victim. And
Yeah,
for
I was
us, it's a
talking to
little
you
bit
about
different.
that,
We had this
wasn't I?
conversation. Yeah. So
Like,
that
that's why
definitely
girls
makes
get
sense.
off on watching fucking
But
murder
like,
mysteries and shit.
I can't
'cause-
understand how they can see themselves. Like me thinking of visualizing myself is very odd. Like I'm picturing myself in front of my face right now, and it's not normal. That's not normal
I
to
don't-
do.
I don't want to know what faces I make.
I feel like we got to get the
Yeah.
gotta be
Yeah.
good girls on for this and
Yeah.
ask them.
Oh, I'm gonna ask them
Yeah.
For sure.
For surely.
It's an important question.
It's a weird one because in my head it just doesn't make sense how you could see yourself in third person when you've never seen yourself in third person. So you're making up something you've never seen before. you're not even looking at yourself technically anymore at this point.
Yeah, see, I fuck with that because I'm the exact opposite way when I'm having sexual fucking what's the word?
Intercourse?
No, when I'm having
Dreams.
no, man, I don't have wet dreams, dude. I wish I
Not
did.
for the last couple of years.
That'd be
anyways.
great.
This has never been a thing for me.
No, anytime I'm having anytime I'm fucking or making love or whatever, I'm always in fully invested in what I'm doing. Every single move is intentional, and like I'm right there, and I'm not viewing myself from the first person. I guess I'm just viewing her from the first person, which would be me, which is just reality. So I guess a way to really strip it down to the fundamental aspect of it, like I'm just there fucking, and like to have your head go somewhere else. But with women, it's much more of a mental thing than it is for guys. It's more like of a physical stimulation for guys.
For sure.
And for a girl, like, it doesn't matter. Like, if her head's not in it, like, it's not meant to be tight, boys. It's not meant to be tight. It means that she's not fucking in it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just weird for me to wrap my head around how they can basically astral project when they're already
I take it personally, man.
Picturing their mind.
She's picturing, like, Ryan Reynolds' ass on top of her or some shit like that.
Dude, his wife is so hot.
That's another thing, bro.
Yeah.
They just close their eyes and they're able to imagine any dude fucking them.
Well, you can do the same thing, man.
Yeah, but I've tried. It doesn't work like that.
I mean, maybe you're thinking of the wrong chick, man.
Bro, no. It's more like I can't take myself out of the situation that I'm with that person and be like, this is a different girl.
Yeah, usually I want to be
girls
with
that I need to
exactly. I want to be with a girl where like she's suffice enough. Like I don't need to think about somebody else because like what's right in front of me.
I have an intention to be with that woman.
I got a nice slice of Wagyu in front of me. You know, like yeah. Sex.
Yeah. Gotta have it.
It's gotta be good.
Yeah, or mid.
It make sense.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm not gonna see her the next day, I just gotta come. Yeah.
My man.
You don't even cook her breakfast?
We're all thinking it, dude. I'm just
know.
the one that's saying it. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm not gonna see her the next day, I don't really care that far, you know. But I don't really do one night stands like that. I don't know. Not really into that shit. But I respect it, I guess. Should I respect that? I don't know. I could get canceled just for saying that I respect one night stands.
We don't really do cancel
dude. I fuck with one night stands.
That's all.
Fuck relationships.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty strong about that.
Jesus.
Well, no, like it depends.
Just not right
now. It's more like if two people are on the same page and they're just trying to get a nut off, you know, like and they're good about it. Nobody's doing anything harmful. Who cares?
Yeah.
And then, but if you're in a relationship trying to do that, then like somebody cares.
For sure.
You both better care, man.
But if you're both on that page,
I think you
can
both
be on
have
that
to
page
care
for longer than a
work.
one night stand. You know what I mean? You can just have a casual fuck for a good amount of time.
Yeah, as long as you're
Yeah.
both on the same page.
I like couple month flings. Those are good.
I just don't think
that's
that
more the page I'm on.
being in a
So-
relationship is the only way of life to live.
Yeah, 100%.
It's that box mentality.
It's what we're taught.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
Grow
I'm saying.
up.
Yeah.
Get married, have children, die.
Work, die,
Have children.
and then work again after you die.
Why not?
Probably still.
Grow up, have some fun, maybe get married, maybe have children.
I think I would like one.
Well, I mean,
Then
none of us are
have
married
fun.
at this point,
Right.
You know, like my dad proposed to my mom when he was 16.
As that's normal though, because
that was
it's
normal.
it's like you're showing sacrifice basically, and
I
like,
think
you
he was just horny, and like
Oh yeah, that's another thing. They
he
need to
really,
get married
like,
before sex.
he felt like he got the best girl that he topped out right there at 16. He's like, I'm not gonna get better than this. I'm gonna lock this down.
There also
and
was
then-
no internet for him to look at better girls than
Yeah,
that.
you were fucking jizzing in the magazines that you were coming to. You know, I'm not.
There were magazines back
I'm
then.
not. I'm
there's
not
no doubt.
busting on my phone or anything like that. You know,
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Yeah, sticky foam screens now.
yeah.
It's not sticky pages, bro. It's sticky Wi-Fi or something.
He's so pissed. 'cause the
Dude,
good
imagine
pages-
if that was the way you had to unlock your phone. Because like,
Wait, what?
because you know how like you used to have your fingerprint.
Oh god.
Yeah.
If you had to like, because
Unlock your phone with your
Huh.
semen.
Yeah, you had
That's
to,
what
you had
you're
to,
saying
you had to
right
bust
now.
a nut anytime you
Fuck,
like,
bruh.
were trying to unlock your phone. That's a great way to save screen time.
We'd have some dry balls.
At least for guys. Girls can fucking they'd still be racking up the same amount of data that they normally do. But yeah. More power to you. Yeah. Fuck,
It's
man.
crazy.
Well, boys,
What do you think, Hoodie?
I mean, we've been rolling for a while. It's time to wrap it up, or we should keep rolling.
You just gotta piss again?
Dude, I didn't piss when we all went piss. I'm an idiot.
I gotta piss again.
I
too,
know,
man.
dude. I got
Yeah.
tight ass jeans on. Makes me want to piss even more.
We can. We can't.
I don't know. We take a piss and revisit.
See where we're at.
We were literally just.
That's what happens when you drink beer.
It's been 30 minutes.
No, it hasn't.
Yeah, it has.
Nah.
I've been looking.
Nah.
I got a timer right there in front
I
of me.
don't believe you.
Well, it's been 20.
Alright.
God.
Gotcha.
And it's been good and real.
Well,
Definitely been good.
I don't know. We can. We can't. We
Like
don't
30
have to.
minutes.
We could. We could.
I guess, I mean, if we're going to keep going or not, if you guys want to look up my music, I go under the name Bürd, and it's all caps, and there's a German U with the 2 dots on top of it. If you don't know how to use an iPhone or a smartphone, all you got to do is hold down on that U, and it'll actually give you the different letters within the language that you can use instead of that English U. And you just go over to the smiley face, and I should be right up there. I got like some music out there. I got a lot more music in my laptop than I do and in my hard drive than I do out, and that's my own personal shit. But
I'm stealing his laptop.
dude, we should sit down at some point, and I'll let you go through my hard drive, and we can maybe see if there's anything that you want to fuck with or
Ooh.
something like that.
Vibes.
But
I'll
no.
be down.
So real quick, I had a song that was on Spotify, and it was I ended up paying a third-party curator to promote it. And this is right before the new laws or whatever amendments ended up going through with Spotify like a year or two ago. And I ended up racking up literally like 150,000 streams within a month and a half on the song. And yeah, dude. And then this new law or whatever came through at the beginning of the new year. And it was right before the pandemic hit. That's what it was. And it was called Blame Games. And they ended up taking it down because I went through a third-party curator, and I never went through the side doors or whatever to be able to maintain that. Yeah, and I mean, I paid for the promotion, you know, and shit like that, and I never got any of that money back. And you know, it's just kind of the way it goes sometimes. But it was really reassuring. Like that like things like that is some of the reasons why I still don't give up on music, because it's like if I can do that, then I can keep doing that.
And something like you love to do, man. Like, so
Yeah.
don't ever stop,
Yeah.
you know, or even take breaks, whatever, you know.
Yeah, but yeah, and I do.
You need like your time.
Definitely do,
yeah,
man.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I got music on Spotify, iTunes, like all the main platforms and shit. And yeah, you can check it out. And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, like
Suck a dick.
Nobody's making you sit there and listen to it. But yeah, it's more like chill music, but it's still groovy music. And I don't know. It's I've been accused of my music putting people to sleep in a good way.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't hate on that. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sometimes it's music.
Sleep is a
that
good thing.
It's music that you listen to by yourself, I guess. Like when you want to play like Alanis or some shit like that. Like or like fucking, I don't know, Nora Jones or some shit. Like you're not gonna be bumping that in the car when you got 3 other dudes in the fucking car with you. But when you're by yourself, man, I fuck with some Nora Jones sometimes. Like
That's the beautiful thing. There's a time for a walk-up song, and there's a time for something deep and emotional that you can be with.
I mean, it's not all like that though. It's not like all of it's fucking. I don't know. Like I don't know. Just listen to it, and like you can keep listening.
The curiosity's there. Go check it out.
It's there.
We'll plug it in the,
But I really
link.
should get going on putting some more shit out, because there's a lot more recent. Like, you only get better the more you work on music. So, in my opinion, the stuff that I've worked on that I haven't put out is better than the stuff that's already out there. But that's kind of one of like the built-in flaws of being a perfectionist musician, is that it's always going to be better.
For sure.
So.
It's like with anything. Practice,
Yeah.
Get your reps in.
Yeah,
But,
exactly.
Dude, thank you so much for having us and coming on. And we're going to have to do another
man.
pasta dinner soon for sure.
Fuck yeah, man. I'm totally down to feed the family and have some good times, drink some beer, smoke some weed, or just I appreciate you guys just as much as you're saying, man.
Thank you,
Seriously.
man. Really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Well,
We love you,
yeah.
Bürd.
I appreciate the stories you had to say.
Yeah.
You had some good laughs.
Yeah.
And getting deep, getting personal, and being
Yeah.
vulnerable and putting yourself out there. That's important.
You guys
You
are
know?
starting to look old and ugly, man. We
I know.
Is that much
Hey,
time
You
gone
don't
by?
look the same way that I remember first meeting you. That's for sure.
Hey,
Damn.
and thanks for making it easy to, like, you actually, some people we interview are like 1-word answers. So thank you for actually expanding on your answers.
Calling them
Appreciate it.
out, hoodie.
Damn, bro.
I'm just
You hear
saying.
that?
This is without.
That's not everybody.
You
I'm
guys
just saying.
need to practice out there.
This is without my Adderall too. So, man, yeah. I'm glad I played that right. Yeah,
Well,
sure.
on that note, thank you guys for tuning into the Gotta Be Good podcast. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, not Facebook yet. Patreon should be coming up soon. Gonna have merch for sales. Website should be coming up soon. It's all in the works. But right now, we're gonna be vlogging. You're gonna see some processes, and we're gonna start doing some cool shit.
All right. And
Let's get it.
be
But thank
kind,
you.
be good, and keep talking. All right. Love y'all.
See ya.
I thought that went very well.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.